So what we need sometimes is just an easy button. You know, what's the easiest way to get our social media done so that we can post once and make it go to every social network? And so that's what I'm going to show you today. And I'm going to show you the easiest of all of the techniques, because there's about a million different ways that you can do this. And I think that's one of the reasons that it gets so confusing. But I'm going to show you the simplest, most direct way of doing that. And here are the 3 major steps to doing that. You're going to connect the social networks that you want to automate. And you can automate every single social network except for one. And I'm going to tell you what those are and what the exception is and how you can kind of get around that. You're going to write your posts, and I'm going to talk about how you need to write your post when you're going to be sending them to every social network, because Facebook has a different etiquette than LinkedIn, that has a different etiquette than Twitter, and you don't want to make it look like you're robo-posting to all of them. And then I'm going to show you how you can send or create a very sophisticated schedule so that you know you're posting at your best times. And I'm going to be actually doing each of these live in this webinar. So how does this work? What does this look like when you actually have this system? Well, I'm going to show you an example of something that I did this week. I had a new blog post on Tuesday, which was how you can use the same content on different social networks. So I took the same content and did it differently on each of the 8 different social media networks. And I wanted to post this one time and send it to all of my social networks. And so here's what I did. I wrote one post, and it was sent to Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and this is what it looked like on each of those social networks. You can see it looks a little bit differently. I also posted it to Google+. Now I could have also posted it to Pinterest and YouTube as well. Now it wasn't a video, so that explains why I didn't do it to YouTube. I did not do it to Pinterest, and I'll explain why I didn't do that in just a moment. Basically, the tool that I use does not automate to Pinterest, but I do have it set up in a different automation so that it can go to Pinterest if I have something very specific in my post. And I'll show you what that looks like a little bit later in the webinar. Now, you'll notice let me repeat these social networks again: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, and YouTube. You can automate your social media to every single one of those social networks. Now you'll notice that one is conspicuously missing, and that's Instagram. You are not able to post to Instagram automatically. And that is because of the way Instagram works. They simply don't allow other third-party tools to do that. Now there are a couple of ways around that. Hootsuite will allow you to schedule a post to Instagram, but it will not go live until you actually log into Instagram from your mobile phone and approve it, which I think totally defeats the purpose of doing it automatically. But there's actually another way that you can do it, and I'm going to show you that a little bit later on in the webinar.